Welcome to this very first World Compassion Project Global Meditation for Compassion. Welcome to everyone joining us here in this room in Copenhagen today, and welcome to everyone joining us from around the world. I am deeply grateful that you have chosen to participate today, because every single one of you matter, and it makes a profound difference that you have chosen to be a part of this today. So, thank you very much, every single one of you. My name is Anja Steensig, and a few months ago I found myself crying in the train in the middle of rush hour. And I had been reading the news, and it was not because the story I read was much different from other stories I'd been reading recently, unfortunately. But somehow I had just reached my limit. It was a story about a refugee family that was treated horrible by people who were supposed to help them. And, my heart just broke. And the thing is that every day, all around the world, every hour, people are committing terrible acts of violence and inhumanity towards other human beings. And I don't believe this is our true human nature. I don't believe this is who we really are. Yeah. I'm sorry, I lost my... Sorry, I'm getting so emotional, but this is important. Yeah. No, but this is happening every day, and it's a violation to our true human nature. And I just felt lost, and I felt helpless, and I felt frustrated, and I felt really, really sad. And then it dawned on me that there was actually something I could do about this. Because I know of only one thing that can take away the darkness, and that is light. And the darkness that we face in our world today is fear. Fear is the source of every war, every act of terrorism, every act of violence, every inhumane political decision. They all have a source in fear. Compassion is to fear what light is to darkness. And compassion is our true nature. Compassion is who we really are. And the beautiful thing about compassion is that no matter how detached we are from this compassionate human nature, we can always cultivate it through meditation. When we meditate, we reconnect with who we really are. And it doesn't even stop at this, because not only do we become, as individuals, more compassionate and calm and more energized human beings, we also, when we meditate, bring compassion and calm to the world surrounding us, and we co-create a more compassionate world. So we do have the power to change the world. So that day, tearing up on the train, I realized that my task would be to gather people in meditation. And today is the first step on a journey that I hope will be the most beautiful journey of people all over the world realizing their own potential and their own power to connect with their compassion and to co-create a more compassionate world. The first thing I did after this thought appeared to me was to contact the most brilliant, amazing people that I know and ask them if they would help me to make this come true. And to my amazement, they said yes. So before we continue today, I have to say thank you to some really amazing people who have made this possible. So I want to say thank you to NNTV for connecting us to the rest of the world by filming and live streaming this event. I want to say thank you to Rikke Hertz for letting us use this beautiful place today. I want to say thank you to Philip Simpson, who is working on an app that we are going to launch shortly to keep us meditating together every day. And I want to thank my board, the World Compassion Project Board. I want to thank Manu Sareen, former minister in the Danish government, responsible for children, church, social affairs, gender equality, integration, and more. I want to thank Tina Moe, Senior Vice President at Alektia. I want to thank Søren Hetman, a communication advisor at the Hetman Communication. I want to thank Susanne Dahl, Chief Advisor at Bikuben Foundation. And definitely not least. Last and definitely not least, I want to thank a woman who has been a great inspiration to me and without whom this would not have been possible in any way. So let me introduce to you Illuminator and International Trusted Executive Advisor Christel Christensen.
Thank you.
And I have to ask you, you're going to guide the meditation with us in just a minute. But first I have to ask you, what made you say yes to this crazy project?
Well, how can you not? So thank you for bringing me into this. As returning back from my Treasure Change the World tour, having traveled for 1 year to contribute and plant a seed in people's minds and hearts to know that we can change the world, I land and you call me up and invite me for a cup of coffee and you introduce your project. And I thought it was such a beautiful idea to bring to the world, and it was an amazing way to not only offer a way to people to bring greater peace in their own lives, but also into the world. And this is one of the most important things in life, because when I was traveling the world, I realized that every single person I met on this journey for 1.5 years wanted to have a better life, but mainly what they wanted was to make a difference in this world that we live in. And everyone just had this look in their face of exhaustion and not least fear of the fact that if I do something differently, will I then fall? And if I do something differently, if I reach out to other people, will I not be accepted? And will my contribution, will it not be taken at heart? And mainly also that exhaustion lies in the way that, at least the Western world, the way we live our lives, that we've created a society where we're actually chasing fear. We're chasing survival instead of nurturing that exceptional capacity that we have as human beings to be co-creators of a better world and live happy lives and create a ripple effect with our thoughts, with our choices, with our actions, to live and to contribute, to be compassionate beings and live what is important, the relation that we have with one another where we can make a difference. Yeah. So how could I not say no or say yes to your project? I'm
so grateful that you did. Christel, can you tell us a little bit about the meditation that we're going to do? We're going to start off with a long meditation. It will be about 25-30 minutes. And it will be guided by Christel. Then we will have a conversation, a short conversation, and then there will be a short meditation in the end. So can you tell us a little bit about the meditation that we're going to experience?
It's a very short introduction. Basically what it is that Anja has provided this forum for us to meditate together for world compassion. So for you just to lean back and allow yourself to be guided in this meditation and visualization. The main thing is that you feel peace. The main thing is that you feel your breath. The main thing is that you are at peace during this meditation. Because when we're at peace, we feel the essence and we feel compassion. And with that ripple effect of that mere feeling within each and one of you, that's where we make a difference. So if you lean back, I will channel a meditation for compassion for us today in this room, out there in the world, so that we join our forces in creating an energy of not only peace within, but also creating compassion in the world around us. So you're responsible for taking a deep breath and lean back and be relaxed, and whatever thoughts you will have during the meditation, you just allow them to be with you. They're there for a reason. Either they're there to be healed or to be a part of the energy that we'll be in this meditation. So I'm very grateful that you'll participate. So if you lean back, start taking a deep breath and close your eyes with us. Then now you are co-creators of a more compassionate world. So thank you for being the visionaries, being with us. So as you close your eyes, just feel that you matter. That each breath that you take matters. So slowly just feel that for each breath that you take, that you enter a more and more relaxed state of being. At first, you may feel the tensions in our bodies. At first, you may hear all of the thoughts that you have been thinking, sense all the thoughts you may well be thinking. But slowly, for each breath you take, just feel more and more relaxed, more and more at peace, and slowly allow compassion to be the center of your attention. And as you breathe out, imagine yourself breathe out all the energies that is no longer serving you nor the world. And as you breathe in, you're breathing in an energy that not only surrounds us, but that is the essence, an energy that we're connected to through our part in this world. And for each time that you're breathing in, feel that you're breathing in an energy connected to all the light in our universe, connected to all the light and life that we have in not only this planet, but in the universe, that we can look up into every night when we see each and every single star. So when you breathe in, just breathe in that light from stars, planets, moons, suns. And when you breathe out, you let go of fear. You let go of stress, anxiety, and any feelings that may belittle your impact in this world. So when you breathe in, feel an immense and beautiful empowerment. Feel that empowerment light up your head, your throat, your shoulders, your arms and your hands. Feel that energy light up your chest, your base, your legs and your feet. allow your breathing to allow that light and that energy to light up every single cell in your body. And feel that light, feel that life generated by each breath that you take. Finally reach your heart. And as you breathe in, you feel that for each breath you take, your heart becomes more and more at ease. More and more at peace. And as you're breathing and becoming more and more relaxed, you suddenly hear that language of your heart, that heartbeat talking to us. You hear every sound of that pounding heart that is pounding for you and your life, that is pounding for you to be alive and to thrive, that is pounding for you to be in this life and of this life. And for each breath that you take, you allow yourself to become overwhelmed by that energy and that language of your heartbeat. Feeling a compassion for everything that you have been through up till this very moment. Feeling a compassion for everything that you are, have been and will be. Feeling a compassion for your challenges, for your joy, and for the love that you may carry in your heart. Feel that compassion is the essence with your relationship with you. So as you're breathing, feel that the essence of that relationship is slowly starting to spread, not only within you, but to spread around you, creating a circle of light and compassion in an arm's length around your body. Feel that compassion is filling that space of light and energy for each breath that you take. And feel as you're breathing in that you're allowing that light to slowly start to spread out into the world that we live in, around the planet. Feel your heart slowly and steady for each breath that you take. Connect to the hearts of the people that you love, to the hearts of the people that you care about. Feel a compassion for everything that those people are, what they've been through, and what they will go through in their lives. Now allow that energy to spread out further to the people that you know, to the people in this very room, to the people in the room that you're in, wherever you are in the world. And allow the energy to go further and connect with all the hearts of the compassionate people of this world. Allow the energy to spread out to the people who either consciously or unconsciously are aware that compassion is the essence. Take a deep breath and feel that you truly do matter. Feel that for each breath you take, you're co-creating a better world, a more compassionate world. And now allow those energies from your mere breathing of compassion is creating a ripple effect throughout the world. And now also allow that energy to touch the heart of the people who out of fear have forgotten the compassion that resides in their hearts too. Allow your thoughts to travel to the people in need, to the people in fear, and to the people that we sometimes forget need a compassionate thought. Because we judge them for their negative behaviors or decisions or actions. Know that they, as much as us, are in need of compassion. Feel your breaths are making an immense difference also in their lives, so that their energy frequency can rise to the occasion of making new choices. So feel with your mere breathing everything that you are, everything that you're thinking of, all the choices that you have made, you are making in this very moment, participating, and all the choices that you will make in the future, is a co-creator of this beautiful world we're living in. So now that your energies are connected to the compassion in your heart, the compassion in other people around the world, feel now that for each breath that we are taking, we are generating a new energy, co-creating a new source of energy for the people around this planet to tap into, whether they're conscious of this very meditation or not. They're feeling it in that very moment that they're taking a deep breath, allowing themselves to rest, even if it's just for one single moment. Know in your heart that when you in your life have been filled with anger or fear, disappointment, anxiety, judgment, that in that very moment you were in need of a compassionate thought. You were in need of understanding and care. So allow yourself to feel that this very energy challenge for you and for the people in this world is embracing you with that energy of care and co-creation. And the only thing that you need to do is breathe. So sit for a while and feel that empowering energy of compassion reside within you. Feel empowered by the connection to all of the compassionate people who is joining us here today. And feel that immense empowerment spread out into the world and touching the hearts of all of those who need it. Feel an admiration for who you truly are, that you can make such a difference. And feel an admiration for all of the people who have joined us today and all of the people who are living their lives despite everything that goes against them or with them. Feel an admiration for life itself and for that beautiful energy that we are able to co-create today through our mere breathing. Just sit in silence and hear your breath. Feel your heart beat and feel connected. Feel compassion. Allow yourself to see in this very moment how compassion makes a difference in your life. Allow yourself to see the images of the thousands, the millions and the billions of this very planet. What difference compassion makes in their lives? And now allow yourself to see an imagery of the difference that compassion makes in the lives of those we wish a better future for, as of today. And allow yourself to see an imagery of how compassion is making a difference for those that we wish may start to think in different ways, start making more compassionate decisions, and take a more compassionate action. Feel that immense energy rippling from your heart with your mere breath in an exchange, in a connectedness of a stronger and a better world. Maybe you already have a sense and a feeling within you that as of today your life is changing. As of today your thoughts will be changing. As of today your decisions will be different. As of today your actions, your choices will be more compassionate for the way you live your life, for the way you relate to others, and the way you're choosing to live your life. Feel the gratitude from all of those people that will be impacted by your ripple effect of change, your ripple effect of compassion. And feel grateful from the bottom of your heart for the immense capacity that you have to be a co-creator of a more compassionate world. So feel your body being relaxed, feel your mind being at peace, feeling your spirit being a being of true compassion and positive change, being a true visionary, being a game changer of our beautiful world. So feel your feet on the ground. Feel your body in your chair. Feeling your awareness coming back into your body. Start moving your hands. With a deep breath, take yourself back to the room, and you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. But stay in peace. Stay connected. And most of all, feel compassion in every single cell of your body and in the world that we live in. Thank you.
Thank you. That was very powerful. Thank you. The air in this room is filled with compassion right now. Christel, I'm being asked this a lot, so I need you to help me explain. how can meditating actually make a difference? Why does it make a difference that we sit in these chairs today and meditate together?
It makes an immense difference. To start with, meditation makes a difference in our own lives. Because through meditation we connect to that inner peace, and we connect to that part of us that is human. It makes us connect to the essence. And everybody who, of course with time and discipline, train their meditation skills, will just feel that meditation brings not only an inner peace, but a capacity to be at peace throughout life, not only when we have our eyes closed and we are in meditation. Because that 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, depending on how we choose to go about meditation, and each different group, each different person have their own individual choice and taste of meditation. But no matter what we do, when we meditate, we start breathing, and we bring in oxygen, and we bring in life that we sometimes disconnect from when we're in our busy lives, when we are running around, suddenly being all up in our heads and making choices and acting out of what we're able to think. When we meditate, we start breathing, and we bring in oxygen and life into every single cell of our body. And that creates not only peace within, but it creates a ripple effect into the world. Not to go in depth with quantum physics, but when we are in peace, we allow a different kind of energy to transmit into the field around us, into the world. And when we are creating that space of energy, of peace, that is the ripple effect that we create around us. And that is the energy that transpires into the world and almost make a path for us, creating a flow for us to create a relation with each and every person that we connect with, instead of being only individuals and within ourselves. So meditation creates a peace within, and it creates a ripple effect of energy.
And we are all connected.
We are all
connected.
connected.
Every person on this planet is connected.
Yes.
So every action we make, every word we speak, every thought, every feeling, everything we do has an impact on the world around us. So if you find that inner peace that meditation gives you, naturally this will spread into the world.
And you make different choices. You start acting differently. And when with our mere thought, the electrons in our brain is moving in a different direction, and the atoms are being pushed into the world around us. And we know that energy doesn't know distance. We know that from sitting here in this very room, whatever we are thinking of creates an impact into the world around us. So that's also why it's so important to center ourselves, so that we make a conscious choice to what we impact the world with. Yeah. And we know it from our children. When we are stressed, they act out, and we start telling them to be quiet. But essentially, if we take a deep breath, they'll start breathing. And we're already creating a better world for their lives. So when we're sitting here meditating together, we're creating a ripple effect, an energy, and we're sending out compassion in this meditation, which affects the people who are in need of a compassionate thought. And sometimes peace can be found in the most difficult situations. And that's where we're actually also making a difference for the people in need in this very moment. And we're making a difference for the people who are so stressed and so caught up in fear that their decisions are impacting us all. We can talk about...
It's because that's actually one of the difficult things, that the people that we need to affect, or not that we need to affect, but the people who are in the deepest need of compassion are actually the perpetrators of the world. And how do we as human beings, you know, get around that? Because a lot of us are angry or saddened or fearful, and it's very hard for most people to just put away their anger and their fear and their sorrow and send compassionate thoughts to people who are doing horrible things, like the terrorist attack in Paris recently. How do we come about that?
To begin with, it's just to have compassion for ourselves, because every single one of us have in our lives reacted from something outside of us. We have all become angry or disappointed by people we love. We have all we all have experienced anxiety in some ways, whether it's a job interview, whether it is, am I able to be that very person that people expect me to be? And when we realize our reactions are just out of fear or out of exhaustion, then slowly we can start being more compassionate to the people that we judge to be the hardest, the perpetrators that we see in terror attacks, or we see it in wars, we see it everyday lives, we see it at the office, the people who are treating other people badly and creating a negative spiral. I think it's important that we reach an understanding that each and every person is acting out for a reason. So slowly to be able to send compassion for the people that are so angry within themselves that they feel that they have to act out. And whatever we're talking about, it's the acting out because of an anger, because of a fear, because of a conviction that the only way I can change something is by hurting somebody.
So that is why meditation is so essential, because that is the most effective tool we have to find the compassion in ourselves, towards ourselves, so that we can find the compassion towards the
Exactly.
others.
And they have families too. Yeah. They had a life too. Everybody we look at, they have somebody that they love or are loved by somebody. So it's just so important to realize that those people have, because they might not meditate the way we meditate on compassion, so what they're doing is that they're acting out because they believe that the world will become a better place for the way that they act. So through meditating on compassion, we can create a ripple effect and affect their center of compassion. And we may not see an immediate effect. That's the thing, that we have to become patient, we have to become disciplined of continually meditate or think or choose more compassionate ways, because that's where the difference is made. Because if we then don't act out of anger and into defense, then in the end they can't reach anybody any longer. They can hurt somebody in the very action, but they won't get that attention any longer. They will be understood, they'll feel a completely different energy within them.
Can anybody contribute to this?
Yes.
Can anybody meditate? Because I often hear people say, well, I can't meditate because my head is going wild and I'm not made for meditation.
I will promise you that everybody who is meditating in this world, I have meditated over 25 years. When you hear Dalai Lama, when he's talking about his meditations, we all have thoughts. So when people make you feel that you can't meditate because of thoughts or because you can't sit still for a certain amount of time, I would like to challenge you to be with yourself and know that whatever way you choose to meditate is the right way for you. We can be guided, we can be in different types of meditation. I'll not go into different types of meditations, but everybody can meditate. It's just about allowing yourself with discipline and with practice. That's where you get into a practice of feeling that inner peace and getting your mind silenced. And then you can start using meditation for various purposes. We chose today to meditate for compassion. So we did have a thought of compassion. And we chose to have a guided visualization meditation, which means that there will be thoughts. Yeah. So if we can be compassionate with ourselves when beginners are trying to meditate, when people have meditated for years are out of balance, then we'll realize that everybody can meditate, everybody can learn that practice.
And we're actually going to make it easier for the ones who are having trouble doing this, because shortly we will make another meditation. It will be a very short one, about 5 minutes, and it will be put on our website tomorrow, so it can be downloaded. And hopefully very soon also we'll have an actual app. So I'll talk a little bit more about this later, but this is going to make it a little bit easier.
Yes. And everybody needs easy these days. It's not a bad thing to choose easy. We all need to be guided. We all need to lean back and allow ourselves that sometimes things can be easy. I'm working with top executives, top leaders around the world, and they need easy. So we need to be compassionate with ourselves, that sometimes it's okay that we take 5 minutes, and 5 minutes makes an immense difference. And we need to be aware, we need to allow ourselves to believe that with also little effort we can make an immense impact. And that's also one of the messages that we would like to bring forward, is that to make a difference, the best thing we can do for ourselves in the world is to energize ourselves, to fill ourselves with energy and peace and compassion, and then with the energy that we do have, reach out into the world. Because when we're exhausted, then we're little help of other people. And that's when we see people make decisions that are destructive. When we're peaceful, we're co-creators. We will tap into a different energy. Our thoughts, the ideas that we're generating, the innovation that we're creating will come from a different place. It's coming out of life creation, co-creation. So you can even be aware of that in the everyday. You feel if somebody is proposing an idea, you can just take a deep breath and just feel, is this something that's contributing to life? Or is this something that is destroying or being destructive of something else? And that's a really good measurement for, am I in a compassionate state of mind? Or am I out of bounds? Am I out of balance? And
I think it's, before we end this conversation, I think it's important to say that we actually have great hopes for the future.
Oh yes.
We're not frightened of the world going completely bananas. We actually see the world as a very, very beautiful place with an enormous potential. There are 7 billion compassionate people living in the world. So we have every reason to be hopeful that this is going to be a very beautiful, even more beautiful place to live in the future. Yeah.
Most definitely, yes.
Will you guide us through a short version of the meditation?
Most certainly, yes. This is more tool for you in the everyday life, how to just, for 5 minutes, maybe even less than 5 minutes, be energized, feel compassion, connecting to other compassionate being, be aware, and then the next step to connect to everybody in this world, so that we are co-creators of a more compassionate world. So hopefully this will give you a tool that you can practice every single day to be a more compassionate being and reflect that into the world. And with this short visualization meditation, you will actually feel that within a very short time you will also be giving energy, because you are not the only one sending out energy. Everyone who is participating in this is sending out energy. So know that whatever you're sending back, you'll get it back. It's not tenfolds, it's thousandfolds. Yeah. So close your eyes. And start to breathe. and allow your breathing to support you, transport you into a more peaceful place. So when you breathe out, you let go of all the energies that doesn't serve your life or this world. And when you breathe in, you're breathing in energy. Breathing in life. Feeling a greater and greater peace for each breath that you take. And for each breath that you take, you're feeling that your entire body is being filled with energy. Feeling that your entire body is relaxing and letting go of any stressful energies, any negative energies. Feeling that you're breathing out everything that prevents you from living a more compassionate life. So feel as you're breathing in energy, breathing in compassion, that you feel that your energy becomes stronger. You feel a deep felt wish for you to live an even better life, more compassionate life. So as you're breathing, feel that that wish is being granted with your choices, with your actions. So feel as you're breathing in that you start to transmit an energy of pure compassion into the world. And feel that energy connect to all the people in this world meditating for compassion. Feel that you're connecting not only with those meditating for compassion with us today, but everybody with an awareness of compassion. Feel a strong connection with your mere breath of contributing and co-creating an empowering energy of compassion, peace, supporting people in need around us in the world, those who are near and those who are far. So as you're breathing, send a compassionate thought to those you could think of, who I need. So feel that your peace, your sense of compassion, your breathing matters more than we may ever be able to conceive. So feel the energy from you to the people in this world and of this world, creating an energy of compassion, taking care of yourself, your loved ones, and everybody in this world and of this world. So as you breathe in, you feel that you're being met, you're being empowered, and you're being filled up with an energy of compassion stronger than anything of this world. feel connected to the billions of this world and feel connected to the compassion residing in each and every one of our hearts. Feel at peace. Feel that you're a compassionate being contributing to the World Compassion Project with your mere breath. You matter today, tomorrow, and in the future. Thank you. And slowly bring your awareness back into your body, back into your seat, back into the world that you're in and that you're of.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, our hope and deepest wish is, like you said before, that as many people as possible will do this meditation every day. And we actually would love for you to commit to do this meditation every day at 5 o'clock. Because we would love to make a domino effect going around the world. So that at 5 o'clock, anywhere in the world, someone will be contributing with their compassion. And if you don't have 5 minutes at 5 o'clock, then just close your eyes in the supermarket for 10 seconds and just connect with your compassion and contribute it out in the world. It doesn't take more than that. So set the alarm for 5 o'clock. We will be putting the download of this meditation on our website at worldcompassionproject.com. And soon we will have an app ready that will give you the reminder at 5 o'clock every day, and there will be a meditation on the app. Thank you so much for guiding us through this today. And thank you so much for joining us, you here in the room, and everyone who is joining us online. Thank you so much for your contribution. You matter. Let's co-create a more compassionate world. Thank you.